When our country elected a convicted felon to be the president of the United States, I was disappointed, but I wasn't surprised. When the government started sending masked men to snatch brown people off the streets, I was disappointed, but I wasn't surprised. We're getting rid of the criminals and they show up at school graduations. These immigrants are lazy and then they show up to their jobs. Just do things the legal way and they show up to their immigration court proceedings. Disappointed, but not surprised. This bill that they're currently pushing is going to remove access to medical care for somewhere between 15 and 20 million people in America. 36% of Medicaid recipients are children. 20% of Medicaid recipients are disabled or elderly. 40% of those recipients are white. And I know what you're asking, Sai, why would Republicans, why would white people support a bill that negatively affects so many groups that they claim to care about? Well, historically, Republicans have been staunchly against any policies that will help everybody or the overwhelming majority. If you propose a policy that will positively affect most people in America, Republicans will shoot it down every time. Because there are some groups of people that they explicitly do not believe should have better lives. And that is, for the most part, just brown people and poor people. So if a policy is proposed, even if it benefits poor white people, if it also benefits brown people, they're not going to like it. So the reason why so many support this bill is because they believe this bill will disproportionately affect undocumented immigrants that are on Medicaid. One, undocumented immigrants are not eligible for Medicaid. They do have access to something called emergency Medicaid, which is different. It's not that's not being affected by this bill, but they don't have access to our regular Medicaid. Two, even if they did, there's not 20 million undocumented immigrants here. By the way, and I cannot stress this enough, and it bears repeating all the time, it is not against the law to be an undocumented immigrant. Being here undocumented is not a crime. It's not illegal. We just call them illegals so that it doesn't feel as bad when we treat them inhumanely. But it's not illegal to be here undocumented. It's a civil infraction. For those of you who don't know what a civil infraction is, that's like if your ID expires, right? That's a civil infraction. You don't get arrested for it. It's not a crime. It's not a criminal offense. When you're seeing people getting tackled and ripped apart from their families, it's over a civil infraction. Still, even with all of that, even with the bill, I was disappointed, but I wasn't surprised. What has surprised me more than anything that's happened this year is how the fuck did Diddy get found not guilty? What? He blew up someone's car. Everybody everywhere knows he did it. That's crazy to me. Rich people dodging the law shouldn't surprise me. Diddy was dodging like the FBI. He sent decoy planes out of the country. He was on some evil spy villain shit. He dodged the RICO. How? Anyway, hug your loved ones. Donald Trump's been threatening to remove the citizenship of naturalized citizens here who have not broken the law. And if he can do that, then he can just remove the citizenship of anyone he doesn't like. Because who's going to stop him? You get what I'm saying? If he can just remove the citizenship of other politicians, who can stop him? Do y'all know what a dictatorship is? Maybe I don't actually know what it is. Maybe that's the problem. That's my take on it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.